All right, come on. Welcome to SNN, Savvy News Network. My name is Savvy Mike. This is No Filter TV. And look, I had nothing else to talk about today, so we're just going to talk about all the news that matters. This is the news that matters. Trust me, none of this shit matters. This shit is important. I'm not going to get into politics. Shout out to our first Black Supreme Court Justice. I hope I'm getting that right. But like I said, I'm not getting into politics. Just had to get that shout out there. But first, let's start with our first topic of the week that happened this week. That was a pretty big story over the week. And it was T.I. versus a comedian. And we're going to get into the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock debacle in a second. But the fact that T.I. got into a fight with a comedian around the same time Will Smith was smacking Chris Rock, this shit is just hilarious. I don't know what's up with the Libra energy today on this page, but for some reason all my Libras are just not taking shit from nobody, and I love it. Fuck them. Fuck them all. No, you're not about to sit here and talk about something that ain't true. No, fuck you. You're not about to sit here and insinuate something that ain't true. I stand behind T.I. immensely. Immensely. At the end of the day, this is the king of the South. And if he didn't rape anybody, if he's not in jail for it, see, this would be my whole thing. Allegations is one thing, but if you can't put the man in jail that you're trying to hang up for whatever you're trying to hang him up for, like, we can't keep hanging him up for it, regardless, like, that got settled or whatever happened. But if it was that bad at the end of the day, they would have hung him up like they hung R. Kelly up, like they hung Bill Cosby up. They're showing you they don't give a fuck. Now, they might be showing you they don't give a fuck when it comes to white women, and that might be the whole twist of it all. But who knows? That's just a whole nother mystery dungeon to get into that I'm not even really trying to answer. The next thing that happened this week, Will Smith, a lot of his movies got paused in production because of the whole thing that happened. Now, if you don't know what happened, you've been living under a rock, that's for sure, because you know what fucking happened, even if you didn't even watch the fucking Oscars. This was the second lowest rated Oscars the whole time it's been around, and everybody still saw this one. Billions of people around the world saw this one smack. Saw Chris Rock get smacked by Will Smith. Honestly, if you ask me, Will Smith should have just waited until the after party if you really wanted to smack Chris Rock, if you were really feeling some type of way. But doing it there, just, you know, it wasn't the right place to be doing it at. I get it. It's the Oscars and fuck these white folks. I hear what everybody on Black Twitter is saying, and if you want to express yourself, you have every right to. Cool. Whatever, but at the end of the day, you are a professional, correct? We are all professionals in our field, right? So when you're going and knowing that you're about to win the award, because clearly he knew, I would have just waited till the after party. You know, we heard about Drake and Diddy fighting in the after party. Nobody ever saw it. I'm sure there's footage, but the footage has been buried, but we know it happened. This could have been the same type of myth and mystery, but Will Smith just said he wanted to let you know, hey, keep his wife's name out your fucking mouth. And all right, Libra twin, that I'm going to do. Anyways, next topic. Joe Budden is going through it right now with the Asian community. Wow. They're calling him a xenophobe. And why? Why is this? Because he had some interesting thoughts and opinions on the K-pop group BTS. Now, honestly, I've heard about these guys. Honestly, I've been hearing about these guys since they've been out since 2013 because, you know, I had friends that was into K-pop, into Korean pop, into Korean rap. And honestly, when they were introducing it to me at the time, it was really interesting to hear Korean people actually tackle the hip-hop genre. I liked it in a sense. I didn't really become a big fan of it. I wasn't really a big stan of it like a lot of these people are. But in a sense, it was okay. But the K-pop wave, it is some K-pop that is good. It is some K-pop that is, you know, trashy. Okay, listen, you're talking to a music expert. So regardless of what you think, I kind of know. Trust me, I've seen a lot of Korean pop, Chinese pop video, whatever category you want to put it in. Like, it gets wild. Like, pussy gyrating type wild. Like, yeah, that's how wild it gets. Regardless of any of that, I understand the niche and I understand where lane they're in. But I do get Joe's opinion. Like, he asked, I don't know if it's Ish or Ice. I be getting them two confused all the time. I think it's Ish. He asked Ish, would you play BTS in your Ford F-150? Ish immediately said no. And I think that kind of ended his argument there. Like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Like, regardless of what you say, these niggas ain't as popping. We're trying to make it think they are, and who knows if they are. I don't know. I don't have those analytics for you. I don't have those stats. Can't tell you that. It's not in this paper. I can tell you that much. But regardless of all of that, Joe Budden has a right to his opinion, just like everybody. And from what I was saying, it was a lot of people like, yeah, I agree with him. Who are these guys? What have they really done other than kind of be manufactured in our face? And then you have their stands, and their stands are calling Joe a xenophobe and a racist and all types of other stuff, trying to get his ass canceled. So this is interesting. We'll see how far this develops. I'm sure Joe's going to have a lot to say on Saturday, or probably not. He be give or take with these response situations. Some things he feed into, some things he don't. We shall see. Anyways, the last thing that has been notable, and this is currently trending at the moment, is Mr. Childish Gambino, Donald Glover himself, my other Libra twin. You got Will Smith on here, got Bino on here. Libra energy is just flowing, and nobody's understanding. He had a photo shoot with a magazine. I don't really remember what the name of the company of the magazine is. Question you're asking me, I don't have the answers for you. But anyways, he was interviewing himself. I guess he didn't want a formal person to do it. I guess he was like, look, let's go bananas with this. Let's go full on narcissistic with this shit. Let me interview me. Look, at the end of the day, regardless of what he says in this interview, he asks himself, why is he afraid of black women? And then he proceeds to answer the question saying, why are you asking me that? And it's just like, you're asking yourself that. Why are you asking yourself? Why are you asking yourself that? My God, this is a mind fuck. See, he always finds a way to fuck with your brain. This is why I love Childish Gambino. He's a creative genius on another level. That is really what is blowing Twitter up right now. And honestly, I have no defense. I don't know. I don't know what any of that means. It's clearly some type of introspective interlude he's going through in his head. And yeah, throughout Childish Gambino's career, look, I am a huge Childish Gambino fan. One of my favorite artists, one of my favorite hip-hop artists, because of the internet, is the hip-hop classic, one of the top 10 best rap albums of all time. But regardless of any of that, I love this man. I love his work. I love his album cuts. I love his deep cuts. I love everything about Childish Gambino because, like I said, Libra twin. I love everything about Will Smith. Look, I support my niggas. Eminem, T.I., Will Smith, Childish Gambino. I am standing with them. If he wants to ask himself that question and then proceed to not give us an answer, his narcissist level is just a little bit higher than mine. But regardless of any of that, that's his prerogative. Anyways, that is the notable news of the week. My name is Savvy Mike. This is No Filter TV. I hope you enjoy SNN Savvy News Network. What do you think? We'll try to do this every Thursday. My name is Savvy Mike. Peace.